There's a strong power inside each of us, often left unused. It's the ability to make ourselves do what needs to be done, even when we want to avoid it. Think about the last time you didn't want to do something. Maybe it was a tough talk or a project that felt overwhelming. We've all been there, right? It's easier to say, I'll do it tomorrow. But here's the problem. Tomorrow turns into the next day and the next. Soon, a small task turns into a big problem. The key difference between success and staying stuck is action. Action is what drives all success. It's not just about what you know or how talented you are. It's about putting that knowledge and talent to use. You could be the smartest person around, but without action, it's like having books you never read. So how do we tap into this power? How do we push ourselves to take action, especially when it feels difficult? That's what we're here to explore today. It's about digging deep to understand the reasons behind our actions. It's about learning to accept the discomfort that comes with growth. Because let me tell you, growth and comfort can't live in the same space. I want you to think about a goal you've been putting off, something you've dreamed about but haven't acted on. Keep that in your mind as we go through this together. Today isn't just about talking theories or tossing around ideas. Today is about making a real change. It's about shifting from I can't to I will. And let me tell you, that shift from I can't to I will is where the real magic happens. Let's dive into this together. Let's explore how we can tap into that power inside us, how we can turn things around and start moving toward our dreams. Remember, it's not just about where we're going, it's about the journey we're on. Every step we take, every action we choose, brings us closer to becoming the person we were meant to be. So let's take that first step today and see just how far we can go. And this journey, my friends, is about uncovering the immense power of self-discipline. It's the power to move mountains, the power to reshape our lives. This journey isn't for those who want an easy path. It's for those who are ready to roll up their sleeves, dig deep, and get to work. The kind of work that many avoid, but not us. We're different. We're the ones who face challenges head-on, who look those obstacles square in the eye and declare, I am stronger than you. Let me be clear. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. But I promise you this, it will be worth it. Because on the other side of discipline, on the other side of that hard work, lies the life you've always dreamed of. A life where you are in control, not just reacting to what happens around you. So let's start this journey together with open minds and determined hearts. Let's commit to ourselves, to our dreams, and to the journey of making things happen, no matter the obstacles. You know, I've often reflected on the path to success, and one thing always stands out, the sheer willpower to get things done. It's like steering a ship. You might have the best vessel and the finest crew, but without setting a course and moving forward, you'll just drift aimlessly. I want to dive into the art of pushing yourself, of moving beyond the ordinary to achieve something truly extraordinary. Every day, we face these moments of decision where our choices shape our future. And in these moments, it's not just about making any decision, it's about making the right decision. The decision to take action, to push past the comfort of the familiar, and to embrace the challenge of the unknown. This is where the real journey begins. It's not just about setting goals, it's about having the courage to follow through, to make that decision day after day, to do what needs to be done. Because that's where success is born, not in the moments of comfort, but in the moments of challenge. And when you do this, when you push yourself beyond what you thought possible, you'll discover a life that is richer, fuller, and far more rewarding than you ever imagined. I'm not just talking about deciding what to have for breakfast. I'm talking about the tough choices, the ones that scare us, the ones that stretch us and push us far beyond our comfort zones. Every setback and every obstacle is a chance to practice self-discipline. It's a chance to get back up, dust yourself off, and move forward with even more determination. So, as we continue on this journey, let's embrace the power of self-discipline. Understand that it's the key to unlocking our full potential. It's the tool we need to shape the life we've always dreamed of. Self-discipline is the bridge between where we are now and where we want to be. With it, there's nothing we can't achieve. No dream is too big. No goal is too distant. As we wrap up this part of our discussion, I want you to hold on to the idea that self-discipline is your ally, your strength, and your guide. It's the light that leads you through the darkness, the force that keeps you moving when the road gets tough. Embrace it, nurture it, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. Let's continue this journey with the determination to strengthen our self-discipline day by day, choice by choice. Remember, the only limits that exist are the ones we place on ourselves. Let's break through those barriers and reach new heights we never imagined. The power is within us, and with self-discipline, we can unlock it and achieve anything we set our minds to. It's not just about reaching the goal, it's about who we become along the way. It's about the strength we build, the wisdom we gain, and the character we develop in the process. So are you ready to take that first step? Are you ready to push yourself to get it done? Because I believe you can, and I believe you will. Let's embark on this journey together, step by step, day by day, until we reach the peak of our potential. Now let's talk about the incredible power of self-discipline. Self-discipline, my friends, is the quiet engine that drives success. It's the inner strength that pulls us out of bed on those cold mornings when it feels like the world is against us. It's the force that keeps us moving forward when everything else tells us to stop. Self-discipline isn't just a trait, it's a way of life. Imagine for a moment a world where everyone practices perfect self-discipline. Picture people following through on every promise they made to themselves. Imagine the achievements and transformations that would take place. Goals would be reached, dreams would be realized, and lives would be changed in ways we can hardly imagine. Self-discipline is the key to unlocking that potential. It's what turns dreams into reality, what turns goals into achievements. And it's available to every one of us, right here, right now. So let's commit to harnessing that power, to cultivating self-discipline in our lives, and watch as it transforms us into the people we were always meant to be. Together, let's take this journey knowing that with self-discipline, there's nothing we can't achieve. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That world I described sounds ideal, maybe even too good to be true. But here's the secret. That world begins with you. It starts the moment you decide to take control of your life. You see, self-discipline is about taking responsibility. It's about making choices, not excuses. It's about saying no to the things that hold us back and yes to the things that help us grow. Self-discipline means making a promise to yourself and keeping it. It's easy to be disciplined when someone's watching, but true self-discipline is what you do when no one is looking. It's the choices you make in those quiet, unseen moments that truly define who you are. When you understand this, it becomes clear that the building blocks of success are often the smallest ones. And I'm talking about habits, yes, habits, those little routines and daily actions that we do almost without thinking. On their own, they might seem insignificant, but when added together, they hold the power to transform our lives. This is where personal growth either flows, flourishes, or fades. Habits are like the threads in a tapestry. Each thread might seem small, but together they create the picture of our lives. The quality of our habits determines the quality of that picture. Good habits lead to a life of strength and beauty, while bad habits lead to a life that, like a poorly woven tapestry, can easily unravel. Think about this. How many of our days are spent on autopilot? How many of our actions are driven by habits we've formed over the years? The truth is, most of our lives are shaped by these daily routines, whether we realize it or not. That's why it's so important to cultivate good habits, because they are the foundation upon which we build our lives. If we want to create a life of meaning, purpose, and success, we need to start with the small things. We need to focus on building strong, positive habits that will carry us through even the toughest of times. And when we do, we'll find that the life we once thought was too good to be true is well within our reach. We wake up, go through our routines, and before we know it, the day is gone. But imagine if those routines, those habits, were all designed to move you closer to your goals. That's the true power of intentional habit formation. How do we create good habits? It starts with awareness. You must first become a keen observer of your own life. Ask yourself, what are my current habits? Are they helping me or are they holding me back? This level of self-awareness is the first step toward meaningful change. Once you've identified the habits that need to change, it's important to start small. Too often we try to transform our lives all at once. That's like trying to lift a weight that's too heavy. It's unsustainable. Instead, begin with small, manageable changes. Want to exercise more? Start with a 10-minute walk each day, not an hour at the gym. Small successes build momentum, and that momentum leads to bigger successes. Each small step forward strengthens your resolve and makes the next step easier. Over time, these small changes compound, leading to significant improvements in your life. So, instead of trying to change everything overnight, focus on making steady progress. Remember, it's not about how fast you go, it's about moving in the right direction, one step at a time. That's how you build habits that last, habits that truly serve you and help you reach your full potential. But forming new habits isn't just about doing. It's also about unlearning. It's about breaking free from those old, unproductive habits that have kept us stuck. This is where discipline comes into play, the very discipline we discussed earlier. It's about making choices that align with your new goals, even when it's uncomfortable. Remember, comfort is often the enemy of growth. Let's not forget the crucial role of consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient in habit formation. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. This might mean making small sacrifices like waking up earlier or turning off the TV to focus on a project. These sacrifices might seem significant in the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, they're the price of success. Now, forming new habits isn't just a solo journey. Surround yourself with people who embody the habits you want to adopt. We are social creatures, after all, and we're heavily influenced by those around us. If you're surrounded by disciplined, focused individuals, it becomes much easier to adopt those traits yourself. And remember, habits don't just impact our actions, they shape our identity. Every time you practice a good habit, you're not just getting closer to your goal, you're also reinforcing the belief that this is who I am. Each positive action is a vote for the person you want to become. Over time, these votes add up, creating a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. As you work on forming new habits and breaking old ones, keep this in mind. You're not just changing what you do, you're changing who you are. And that, my friends, is the true power of self-discipline and consistency. It's the foundation for lasting change, the key to becoming the person you've always aspired to be. You're building an identity as someone who takes action, values discipline, and strives for excellence. This identity becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy pushing you forward. But let's be honest, change is hard. Old habits die hard, as they say. There will be days when you falter, when the old ways seem inviting. In those moments, it's crucial to remember why you started. Reflect on your goals, your dreams, and your vision for your life. Remind yourself that every habit, no matter how small, is a step towards that vision. And when you do slip up, don't beat yourself up. Growth isn't a straight path. It's a journey of ups and downs, successes and setbacks. What matters isn't that you stumbled, but that you dare to get back up. Each time you do, you're strengthening your resolve, your discipline, and your commitment to your new habits. Now let's talk about the power of routine. A solid routine can serve as the framework for your habits. It gives your day structure and rhythm, making it easier to stay focused. But let's face it, many of us struggle with two common hurdles, procrastination and laziness. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They are the thieves of time, the enemies of progress. They sneak up on us, whispering sweet lies of later and someday. But let me tell you, later is a dream killer, and someday is a thief of potential. Procrastination and laziness are like quicksand. The more we give in, the deeper we sink, and the harder it becomes to pull ourselves out. Think about it. How often have we said, "I'll start tomorrow," only to find that tomorrow brings its own set of excuses? It's a cycle, a dangerous loop that keeps us from moving forward. But here's the good news. Just as we can fall into this cycle, we can also break free from it. The key is action, immediate, deliberate action. It's the antidote to procrastination, the enemy of laziness. When you feel the pull of procrastination, that's the moment to act. Don't wait for the perfect time. There's no such thing. The time is now. Take that first step, however small it may be. Each action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. And with every step, you'll find it easier to keep going, easier to push past the excuses, and easier to break free from the cycle. So let's commit to action. Let's refuse to let procrastination and laziness hold us back. Let's use the power of routine and discipline to drive us forward and to keep us moving toward our goals. Remember, success isn't about what we do occasionally. It's about what we do consistently. And when we take consistent action day after day, we turn our dreams into reality. Now I know what you're thinking, but it's hard to start, and you're right. It is hard. Starting is often the hardest part, but remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's about taking that first small step. It doesn't have to be a leap, just a step. The magic lies in the momentum you create once you start. It's like pushing a car. The initial push takes all your strength, but once it starts rolling, it gets easier. So how do we start? First, by setting clear, achievable goals. Goals that excite us, that light a fire within us. When your goal is clear, your focus sharpens, and procrastination loses its grip. Then break these goals into smaller tasks. Tasks so small that it seems almost ridiculous not to do them. It's about tricking the mind, making the task seem so easy, so doable, that procrastination doesn't stand a chance. And what about laziness? Laziness thrives when there's no compelling reason to act. You need a why that's so powerful, so compelling, that it pulls you out of the comfort of inaction. Your why should be like a beacon guiding you through the fog of laziness, constantly reminding you of the bigger picture, the reason behind what you're doing. But it's not just about reaching external goals. It's also about self-respect. When you set a goal and take that first step, you're telling yourself, I am worth it. My dreams matter. Every time you push past procrastination, every time you overcome laziness, you're not just moving closer to your goal, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Respecting yourself means honoring your commitments to yourself. It means showing up even when it's tough, even when you don't feel like it. Because each time you do, you're reinforcing the belief that you can do hard things and that you are capable of achieving your dreams. So take that first step. Set a goal, break it down, and start small. Let your why drive you. Let your self-respect guide you. Watch as the momentum builds, as the small steps turn into giant leaps, and as you move closer and closer to the life you've always dreamt of. Every time you overcome procrastination, every time you choose action over inaction, you're building self-respect. You're telling yourself, I am worth the effort. My dreams are worth the effort. And believe me, there's no feeling quite like looking in the mirror and knowing you've kept a promise to yourself. That's the kind of self-respect that builds empires, that changes lives. But let's not forget about our environment. It plays a crucial role in overcoming procrastination and laziness. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals, with people who inspire you to act. Create an environment that encourages productivity, one that makes it easier to start and harder to quit. Our surroundings often shape our actions, so make yours a breeding ground for success. And then there's the power of routine. A solid, well-structured routine can be a fortress against the onslaught of procrastination and laziness. When you have a routine, you don't need to waste energy deciding what to do next. It's already laid out for you. This frees up mental space for creativity, for productivity. When your day is structured, your mind is clear, and you're free to focus on what matters. A routine takes the guesswork out of the equation. It helps you build momentum. And once that momentum is going, it's hard to stop. It's like a well-oiled machine running smoothly, driving you forward toward your goals. So let's commit to creating an environment and a routine that supports our dreams. Surround yourself with positivity, with reminders of your goals, and with people who lift you. Build a routine that becomes your daily guide, your roadmap to success. And remember, every time you choose action, every time you stick to your routine, you're not just moving closer to your goals. You're building the kind of self-respect that can change your life. Now, overcoming these challenges isn't just about sheer willpower. It's also about understanding the root cause. Ask yourself, why am I procrastinating? What am I avoiding? Often, procrastination is a symptom of fear of failure, fear of success, fear of stepping out of our comfort zone. When you address these fears, when you confront them head on, you'll find that procrastination starts to lose its grip on you. And in those moments when you do fall prey to procrastination or laziness, don't be too hard on yourself. Remember, we're all human. The key is not to stay in that space. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and then step back into action with renewed energy. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Every task completed and every moment of laziness overcome is a victory. These victories, however small, are the stepping stones to greater success. As we stand at the threshold of this new beginning, let's embrace the essence of what we've discussed. It's not just about the words spoken or the ideas shared, but about the actions we take from here. This is your moment, a moment for action, for stepping boldly into the life you've envisioned. It's about taking everything we've learned and putting it into practice. Your journey, unique and full of potential, is waiting for you. It's a path that only you can walk, but you don't walk it alone. Think of the lessons we've shared as companions on this journey, guiding you and supporting you. The power of self-discipline, the mastery over procrastination and laziness, the strength of positive habits, and the ability to transform challenges into opportunities are your tools, your allies. As you move forward, remember that each step you take is a victory. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, and each day is a new chance to build the life you've always dreamed of. Embrace these tools, lean on them, and let them guide you on your journey. The road ahead may not always be easy, but with the right mindset and the right actions, it will lead you to the life you've envisioned. This is your moment. Step into it with confidence, with courage, and with the unwavering belief that you have what it takes to succeed. What step can you take today, no matter how small, that will move you closer to your goals? It might be setting a new goal, making a plan, or simply deciding to break free from old patterns. Whatever it is, the important thing is to start. Take that step with confidence and conviction. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your dreams, and your aspirations. They're not just fanciful hopes, they are destinations waiting to be reached. And every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to those destinations. Each step, each challenge, and each triumph is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. It's in the doing, the striving, the overcoming that we truly grow. So embrace the process, embrace the journey, and most importantly, embrace the growth that comes with it. Celebrate your victories, learn from your setbacks, and always keep your eyes fixed on your goals. The path to success isn't a straight line. It's a winding road filled with learning opportunities. Embrace these opportunities, for they are the experiences that will lead you to greatness. I urge you to hold on to the sense of purpose and passion that brought you here today. You have within you the strength, the determination, and the resilience to overcome any obstacle and reach any summit. Believe in yourself and in your ability to make a difference in your life and the lives of those around you. As we conclude, remember that this is not the end, but a beautiful beginning. A beginning of a life lived with intention, purpose, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Carry these lessons with you. Let them be the wind in your sails, propelling you toward your dreams. Go forth from here with a heart full of courage and a mindset focused on action. The world is waiting for your unique contributions, your dreams, and your passion. You have everything you need to create the life you desire. It's time to take action to make those dreams a reality. The journey ahead is yours to shape. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Now let's go out there and make it happen. Your incredible journey awaits, and I can't wait to see where it takes you. Here's to your success, to your growth, and to the amazing life you're going to build. Let's make it a journey to remember.